I'm going to keep this pretty quick so I can send it via email and only demonstrate one side. So I also have a ball here. You can use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, and I'll show you a couple of things you can do with that as well. So setting that aside, first I would recommend warming up the body a little bit, so maybe doing some sun salutations or even like jumping jacks or something like that can be good, just to kind of warm up the muscles. First, we can inhale, arms up with the legs extended long. Exhale, coming into seated forward fold. Always welcome to use straps here, as well as lift the pelvic bowl with a blanket. You can hold this for about anywhere between 5 to 10 breaths, just depending on what you are feeling. I would also recommend how we often will start our practice in this crisscross Sukhasana pose. Inhaling, and as you exhale, fold forward, pause here. Again, hold maybe 5 to 10 breaths. And do this once more and switch out which foot is in front. Then I would recommend extending a leg long. Allow yourself to feel weighty in the pelvis. Opposite hand is going to come to the outside of the foot. Always welcome to use a strap here. This will help get into the QLs. Use the opposite hand to ground down into the earth and provide a little bit of support. Deep breath in. Exhale with a sigh if that's comfortable for you. Inhale back to center. You can also exhale, folding over one leg, folding forward in the middle. This is actually really great for the hamstrings and the adductors, but as well as the glutes and the lower back. Next, I'd recommend coming into what we would call a deer pose. So having the front leg parallel with the short edge of your mat, the back leg parallel with the long edge of your mat. So here I have the knee bent and at a 90-degree angle. You're welcome to place a blanket or a pillow or some kind of support underneath the hip. In this case, it'd be the right hip, as well as to sit on something. Hands can come out wide. Exhale, fold forward. Very similar to our pigeon pose, which is where the back leg is extended long. So staying here, you can extend the back leg, come up, level out the hips, sink the hips down. You can allow this heel to come in towards the body. Just feel to keep the hips level, so don't allow yourself to kind of fall over to the side of the leg that is in front. Next, I would recommend Gomukhasana legs, so that's where the legs are crossed and the knees are stacked. If this is a little too much, I recommend sitting on a block or a blanket. You can extend the front leg long as well. Coming here, making sure the heels are not tucked underneath the sit bones. And as you exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward. This is a really nice stretch for the glutes, the QLs. Again, you'd hold all of these poses anywhere from 3 to 10 breaths, just depending on what you are feeling. Another way that you can do the pigeon and pose is to come into a supine position, cross one leg over the opposite thigh, and always keep the feet activated in all of these positions so that the muscles stay activated to help protect the joints. So one arm reaches through, the other around, and then as you exhale, draw the knee into the chest. You can also use a strap here as well, just to give your torso a little bit more room. This one's really great for the internal hip flexors, so the piriformis, one of those muscles that attach the sacrum to the head of the femur, can get very tight. So using the tennis ball or lacrosse ball or kind of whatever works for you, take the ball and then place it underneath, kind of towards the edge of the glute, but it's like at the edge of the sacrum, so that little triangle bone. And then In this instance, I'm going to ground into the right foot and wing the knee out, so just kind of like a butterfly. And then you'll pause and draw the knee up towards the torso and back down. So just doing these motions a few times and then maybe rolling the ball up a little bit. Same thing, out. And then knee in. And then switch sides. And see if any of those help you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Or if those don't really work for you, let me know. Okay, bye.